Hi, Redeemer. This week's FAQ, I'm going to pick up. I started going through my job description and talking about answering the question, what does Donovan do all week? And this is part four. So far, I've talked about vision, leadership development, and teaching. Hopefully, this is helpful to you. I mean, to the extent that you may or may not be familiar with what pastors do. Um, I don't know. I did have someone one time say to me, basically that all I do is preach and I don't do anything the rest of the week. And I get it; it's the most visible thing. But there's quite a few other things that I'm involved with. So I've talked about, again, vision, leadership development, and teaching. You can go and look at those on our channel. But today I want to talk about gatherings. So here's what my job description says about gatherings. Initiate and set the tone in the multiplication of Sunday gatherings, included but not limited to developing an attractional missional balance, ensuring quality, consistency across campuses, and fostering flourishing music, tech, hospitality, and our kids ministries. Okay, so I work in the Sunday gathering and I work on the Sunday gathering. So back when this church, was young and, it was just one campus and I really, and it was, 40 people or so. I really handled a lot of this. I had a team, but that team has really grown to where I have other pastors and staff involved. In Cedar Rapids, we have a whole elder team, but in terms of the staff that's paid to be there, and they're there on Sunday morning helping out a lot, it'd be Dirk and Michael, and in Cedar Rapids it'd be Glenn and Joe. So I have a lot of help. And then we have people running our kids ministry. We have Kelly running our kids. We have people running tech and things like that. So it's certainly grown to where I have a lot broader team. But I still basically oversee and manage that. So like I said, I work in the Sunday gathering, and that's where you see me preaching most of the time. I'm also still involved with tech because that's part of my responsibility is overseeing the quality of the production. And again, I don't run sound and I don't run the slides usually, but I'm usually on the front edge with people of developing a vision, helping develop the live stream. For example, what does it look like when we went multi-site? What does it look like to go multi-site? And so I'm constantly communicating with people. How do we, our service order flow? Like, how do we, if you've seen tweaks over that, over the years, I've been involved in that, trying to make sure we have the right people in the right roles, ensuring consistency between campuses. I'm really the glue there. Between the worship leaders at both campuses and the MCs and scripture readers and just the visual presentation and all that. But a lot of it is also setting the tone, right? So because I have a dominant role in preaching, I'm the guy who preaches most of the time, and that has a big effect in setting what we call setting the tone, right? That was part of the thing. Initiate and set the tone, and that means really setting a culture for what does our preaching, what does our prophetic word sound like? When you come to Redeemer, what is the feel of the message? And then everything surrounding that, right? The music and the communication, the way the MCs talk. And that's really, I played a big role in setting that. And what I would describe that as, really letting our values of gravity and gladness come through. That when you come to a Sunday gathering, we would expect that you would experience joy, that there would be a sense of gladness and hope and where we're headed and who God is, but also a sense of gravity, that it wouldn't be like a walk in the park or a chipper time, but that we would wrestle deeply with sin and its effects on life and families and culture and history and that kind of thing. So yes, I preach usually 40 minutes on a Sunday, and I take several hours to prepare that, but there are also several hours a week that go into overseeing and working on the Sunday gathering. So that's a little more about what I do. Next time, communications. All right, see ya.